After the events of Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace, James Bond is on a mission in Istanbul with fellow MI6 agent Eve Moneypenny. M tasked 007 with recovering a stolen hard drive containing a list of undercover NATO agents embedded in terrorist organizations worldwide. The chase culminates in a hand-to-hand fight between Bond and a man named Patrice on a moving train. M, who's monitoring the situation from MI6 headquarters in London, orders Eve to take the shot, resulting in her accidentally hitting Bond, who's thrown off the train into the river. With Bond presumed dead, M faces pressure to retire from Garrett Mallory, the chairman of the Intelligence and Security Committee. Calls for her resignation intensify when names of undercover agents start to leak online, putting their lives in jeopardy. M is the target of a cyber assault, resulting in the partial destruction of MI6 headquarters, killing several staff members. It becomes clear to M that whoever is behind the leaks and the attack has deeper knowledge of MI6, perhaps targeting her for retribution. After hearing of the attack on MI6, Bond, who embraced a party and leisure lifestyle in exile, returns to London, where M insists he undergoes retraining given his visible physical decline. Bond undergoes rigorous psychological and physical tests, most of which he fails. Despite his poor results, M clears Bond for duty, demonstrating a maternal-like trust in his abilities.
If you like this 5-minute recap, please click the like button. It really helps with the algorithm, especially for these short videos. Thanks.
Skyfall introduces Q to the Daniel Craig movies. Q is Bond's MI6 colleague. He helps him with high-tech gadgets and other tech support. Bond's investigation leads him to Shanghai, where he witnesses Patrice murdering a target. 007 confronts him, hoping to gain information about his employer, but Patrice falls to his death, leaving Bond with only a token chip from a casino in Macau. At the casino, Bond notices a visibly nervous woman named Séverine. She has ties to Patrice's employer. Bond understands Séverine is a pawn in a larger scheme and persuades her to take him to her boss, guaranteeing her safety. Séverine takes Bond to a remote island where they come face to face with former MI6 agent Raoul Silva, the mastermind behind the attacks. Silva was a prodigy spy who worked under M, but when he was captured, she betrayed him. He was subjected to horrible torture and left for dead, turning him against MI6 and seeking revenge on M. Silva shows Bond a powerful cyber weapon arsenal, indicating his high-tech approach to terrorism. While on the island, Silva killed Séverine before being captured by Bond and delivered to MI6 in London. It turns out that Silva had planned for this scenario. While in MI6 custody, he successfully hacks the agency's security systems, allowing him to escape through the underground, leading Bond to mind the gap on a high-stakes chase through the London underground system.
Please consider subscribing to the channel for more 5-minute explainers and other exciting content. Thanks.
Meanwhile, M faces tough questions from government officials regarding her ability to lead MI6 moving forward. Silva attempts to kill her publicly in front of this government inquiry, but Bond arrives on time to shield M and escape with her. Realizing that M's safety cannot be guaranteed in London, Bond takes her off the grid to Skyfall, his ancestral home in the Scottish Highlands. There they meet Kincaid, the gamekeeper who raised Bond after his parents' death. Anticipating a confrontation with Silva, Bond, M, and Kincaid set makeshift traps around the estate with whatever they can scavenge. Silva and his men arrive in helicopters, bombarding Skyfall with explosives. The traps slow Silva's forces, but not for long. The final confrontation culminates in Bond killing Silva. Despite Bond's fierce efforts to protect M, she was wounded during the assault. She dies in Bond's arms, succumbing to her wounds. Bond's grief shows the deep connection few people knew they shared. Back in London, Bond receives M's personal effects, which include a note encouraging him to continue serving MI6, now under the leadership of Garrett Mallory, who steps in as the new M.
If you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely like this one.